In 1976, I was working for, or I was a volunteer on a gay self-help telephone line called Icebreakers. This has come out of the Gay Liberation Front's counter-psychiatry group, and it was a telephone line that was manned for 3 hours a night by a series of volunteers from an absolutely disgusting squat in Railton Road, Brixton, which I've got a feeling it probably got burnt down in the riots. It stank of pee, dogs, and there were mice. And we would go along, and there was a telephone, and people from all over the country would ring up, and very often it would be people speaking knowingly to the first gay person, the other gay person that they'd ever spoken to. In May of 1976, I think I've been in Icebreakers then for about over a year, we had an anniversary party, and I said I'd write a song. And this was really the first gay song that I wrote. I remember the critic Roger Baker, who was a member of that group, said to me afterwards, he wasn't at the party, and he said, oh yes, I suppose, 2 lines about everybody and 2 lines to finish it up. And it ain't like that at all. He was terribly polite about it and enthusiastic when he did actually hear it. At that time, we had a hoax caller who used to ring up time and again through the evening, and he'd give different aliases every time. He'd always come back to the fact that he was married, and he always gave the wife's name, and for the purposes of this song, the wife's name has changed, though the man's aliases can't really be changed. He was better than everybody else who was manning this telephone line, because he was married and his wife's name was Daphne. This is from 1976, the Icebreakers Song. Good evening, Icebreakers. My name's Mark. What's yours? You say your name is Francis and you come from Golders Green. You feel you've missed your chances, yet your chance has never been. You felt gay since you were 20 and you now are 46, and you can't have a relationship with bumps and balls and bricks. And besides, your wife named Daphne and gay men could never mix. You're the hoaxer, and I've heard your voice before. You're the hoaxer, and I can't stand anymore, you old hoaxer. Why do you do this each night? Aren't you alright? But he's hung up, and you start to feel depressed. How can you comfort a disappointed young man from Geneva who's just arrived at Swiss Cottage? Good evening, Icebreakers. My name's Mark. What's yours? You say your name is Darren and your hopes are all forlorn. You feel your life is barren and you wish you'd not been born. You met one guy in a sauna where gay sex was rather ripe, but now you feel forlorner because he's gone out of your life, and you feel that gay relationships can only end in strife, and you'd split your throat upon the spot but haven't got a knife, so it's cozier to just go home to Daphne, your dear wife. You're the hoaxer, and I've heard your voice before. You're the hoaxer, and I can't stand anymore, you old hoaxer. Why do you do this each night? Aren't you alright? But he's hung up. You feel even more depressed. How can you comfort a necrophiliac whose lover has recovered? Good evening, Icebreakers. My name's Mark. What's yours? Raymond. Where'd you come from, Raymond? You say you come from Ruislip and you've lived just like a saint. Not Ruislip, sorry my slip, but your voice is rather faint. Then you met a guy last Tuesday and he took you for a blow, but your Tuesday's not good news day despite fire down below. For he's made his day a blues day cause you don't feel love can grow, and you feel it's bad to be so gay and want to tell me so. And you've got a wife called Daphne and you would not let her go, cause at least she's your possession, though she is an ugly crow. Oh my God, you sound like something out of Edgar Allan Poe. You're the hoaxer, and I've heard your voice before. You're the hoaxer, and I can't stand anymore, you old hoaxer. It's yours. John, tell me about it. John, you say you've had enough of years of jeers from all your friends, so-called jokes from Larry Grayson in a stream that never ends. Your life has all been shitty and you won't take any more, and you feel that it's a pity that you haven't run before. And now you know you're not alone, you've friends on whom to draw, so you're going to stand up to the world and scream to them out loud that you're